Hey everybody, good Monday, good Monday, good Monday to you. Hope you are having an awesome one so far. Hey, I know it's way before lunchtime, so I'm coming to you live again with the Solving Your Stress mini-series. Got an airport pickup, picking up some family that's coming into town for the week, and it just so happens that today's subject and today's question is, how do I deal with family when they cause me stress? Now, this isn't the first time that this has come up. I mean, let's face it, sometimes families can be a source of joy, and sometimes family members, you just want to throttle them. I mean, totally being honest and transparent here. But the thing with stress is, depending on where you are, I'll say on your stress spectrum, because we've talked about if you've gone down the stress rabbit hole, so to speak, and you're suffering from distress, maybe you're at the point where you're a little burned out. Anything a family member could say and could cause you, and I'll call it irrational or irresponsible reaction, because when we are stressed out, when we are tired, when we're suffering burnout, our bodies, because we're unable to recover properly, we tend to not have the best reactions to it. So number one, I would say police your reactions and pay attention. I mean, if you're super stressed out, I think it might be okay to not hang out with your family. Or if it's a family event and you must, that's what our calendars are for. And I am somebody who will look at the week. I even look at my month so that I know when I need to refuel. But the biggest thing that you can do for yourself that's super helpful is pay attention. Become intentional with that every single day. Sit with yourself, ask yourself, how am I feeling? What's on my docket for today? Am I feeling stressed? What can I do? We've talked about a lot of things that you can do to alleviate stress. And can you put some of those into play? If this is your first time watching the video, go back and look at the other videos that I've made about different things that you can do to combat stress. We've talked about detach, prioritize, and execute. And, that detachment is a huge piece. So let's say you're with family and something is said and all of a sudden, your stress goes through the roof. You are jacked up. Detach. Can you just excuse yourself? If you can't, can you just sit quietly and actually detach at the table or wherever you guys are, in the car, on a boat, and just breathe? If you focus on your breathing, I promise you the negative reaction that most likely would come following whatever your family member said is more likely to not happen or be seriously minimized. Sometimes, if you're suffering with PTS, and there's family members that no matter what, it just, you can't be around them, it's okay to set boundaries. But the biggest thing is, instead of just pushing them away, is to explain what's going on with you. Not how they're causing you stress, but what's going on with you. See, I made a huge mistake in my PTS journey, and I didn't do that. I simply self-isolated and pushed people away, and they didn't understand, and it created a big rift, and it were relationships that I had to come back to the table, apologize, and rebuild. And I don't want anybody watching this to be at that point. I don't want you to be pushing people away. I want you to talk to people. And if you can do it on your own, or if you need support from somebody to talk to them, have a friend present with you. But the whole point is communicate. Let them know that, hey, right now you're going through some stuff. and tell them what that stuff is. You know, I've seen families where the person will tell another family member, hey, this is what's going on with me. And the family member is like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for telling me and letting me in to your world. Now I'm more aware, and there's buttons that I won't push. So it's super helpful to open those lines of communication with your family as a whole, and with particularly the family member that's causing you stress. And sometimes, doesn't matter what you do, there just needs to be space. And I've been at that point too. And that person happened to be my father, who didn't know at the time that he had, was dealing with his own stuff, some mental stuff that was causing him the inability to think rationally. And between him not being able to do that and me in full-blown PTS, it was, let's just call it a recipe for disaster. So I had to put up absolute barriers so that I could function for myself, for my husband, and the family members that were really close and very supportive. Sometimes you have to do that. There is nothing wrong with putting up boundaries to protect yourself. So I hope that helps. I hope sharing a little bit of my story helps you navigate stress with family members. As always, you can ask questions as part of this live, or you can get me through my website, SamanthaHorowitz.com. You can contact me through there. I'm all over the web, so I am reachable. Don't be shy. We're here to help each other in this community. And until next time, guys, Sam out.